Hey, what's up guys? This is Bryce Lewis, and instead of putting together a single workout, what I'm just going to do is put some footage together from the past week. I've been planning on making a video, but never got around to it, so just kind of mashed it all in there, and we've got a few different workouts here and some guest appearances by some friends. Um, anyway, I kind of wanted to get to talking a little bit about the impetus for change in making a new workout for me. Um, Westside has been extremely successful for me. It's taken me, up into elite status and to the present state of where I am, with different adjustments along the way. But what was important was that it was just too frequently hitting 90+% and too frequently trying to change my 1 rep max. Where at this stage, we kind of have to start separating out the goals a little bit and start working on volume for a set amount of time and then intensity for a set amount of time, and not trying to hit everything all at once. So what we did is we kind of changed. So I'm in a volume block right now where all I'm doing is just trying to build up work capacity, and for the first time in a very long time, squatting 3 times per week, benching 3 times per week, and deadlifting twice per week. So still getting used to that, but things all in all are looking up and up. Performance in the gym is going up, weight is going down, my body weight. I'm at 209 this morning, so I've got about 5-6 pounds left, and about 15 weeks to do it, so plenty of time to get down to goal weight and then bring macros back up. I've been experiencing some tightness in my right pec minor and up and down the bicep on that same side, so I've been really trying to make sure that I warm up a ton before. So you'll see me doing that, and this is just going through a bunch of different ranges of motion for the shoulder and really trying to protect that. The cross ball here, and I'm just working through my teres on the backside. This is stuff that the physical therapist and ART guy here in town that I went to, kind of told me I should do before my workout, and I'm taking his suggestion and trying to implement as much of this stuff as possible. And it's really coming in handy too. I am going to try to widen my grip a little bit on the bench press, just to try to see if that might help alleviate some of that tightness in the elbow and tightness in the bicep as well. So a little bit of mitigation going on, but overall things are looking pretty well. We got some bench press coming up, and I think the plan here was 5s at a 8, at an RPE 8. So trying to build up some more capacity here, and all of these have fatigue percents on them. And for those of you guys who don't really know a whole bunch about RTS or reactive training systems way of computing the type of exercises and the number of sets you do, a fatigue percent is just a percentage. Usually it's 3, 5, 7, or somewhere in between there, maybe even up to 11, but not usually. That's the percentage of the load that you take off the bar after your top set. So be dropping a load from a top set down to a little bit less, and then performing a bunch of sets there depending on what the RPE target is. So if you're interested in more about that, there's tons of information on the RTS forums. Mike Tushir and company have put out some great information there. So I've always said, I still firmly believe that all the information you need is available online if you just look around long enough and spend enough time. Assistance exercises and one of the pause squats variations, one of the squat variations I've been doing is the pause squat. And especially for a raw lifter, this serves a number of purposes. One, this is going to help you find a more comfortable bottom position, which for most raw lifters is the hardest portion of the squat. Either that or the changeover when we're looking to switch over between quad and hamstring drive. So I've prescribed for some of my athletes up to 5-second pauses to really accentuate what that bottom position is, hold it there, and then come back up and finish the movement. If we kill all momentum through the bottom of the squat, you really find that it's a lot harder, and it's your ability to come out of that and make progress in the pause squat that's really going to aid your squat. So here I think I'm working with triples at an 8.5, which comes out to be, you could maybe have done 2 more reps. I think that's one of the great ways of thinking about it. And like I said, I'm going to work on widening my grip. but I've been taking to the new plan pretty well, and actually this coming week going into an intensity phase. And the only difference is that the RPEs are going to go up slightly and the reps per set are going to go down slightly. That's really all there is to it. So the workout following this, I'm hitting some deadlifts, and actually I've been starting to go to the gym at night. For the past 8 years or whatever, I've been training in the mornings because that's when I feel like I have the most energy, most, I don't know, explosiveness, where I feel the freshest, but it's just so daunting training in the morning when no one is there. I'm not that kind of person, at least right now, that I can train in the mornings and just be completely fine training by myself. So there's company at night, there's people that can spot you, there's people that can cheer you on and talk to, and it really makes a difference, I've been finding. So I'm working up to a triple at an RPE 8.5, which today turned out to be 600, and it felt great. After watching the video, bar speed was nice, no breaks in form, things are nice and crisp, so I'm looking to kind of carry this momentum over into the intensity phase that I'll be going into and push the weights and the RPE a little bit higher. So yeah, as far as the setup goes, I like keeping the bar over my midfoot. Dan Gaudreau, the gym owner, had me try to take a deep breath up at the top, hold that breath in, and then within 3 seconds initiate the pull, but I'm not sure if that's something that I can actually do, or if it's just going to be more comfortable for me in the long run, keeping my setup from the bottom up. So grabbing the bar first, then getting my air, then getting tight, then pulling. And I've seen high-level lifters do both approaches, so it's not to say that one is absolutely correct. It's just finding what works best for you. So still looking pretty good, and I've been able to put an extra notch off the belt, so the belt is fitting a little bit tighter, a little bit more consistently. This is the 600, and you know, looking pretty tight here, taking a nice setup, but the reps look roughly identical. And I wanted to talk about another change I've been trying to make across all my lifts, and that's to keep my setups identical. So I want to make sure that every time I set up for the squat, that I get under the bar the exact same way, that I take the exact same numbers of steps out and get into position, which for me I've been taking 2 steps. And you know, that I take my breath, that everything looks identical, and then I initiate the squat. And the same thing goes for the deadlift and the bench press. And that type of consistency, as Hani was talking about in the video right before this, really goes a long way towards improving the lifts. It helps you identify weaknesses. How is my setup? Do I even have a consistent setup? Those are the types of things that I think you guys should be asking yourselves, and I did too. So we got glute bridges here. Guest appearance by Dan Gaudreau. He's squatting equipped right now, testing out a new singlet, single ply Centurion singlet, and this is 675 for a single. I believe Dan has a number of records in the USAPL for his weight class, and national records at that. So nice guy. He's the gym owner along with his wife. Last workout that we'll see, a little bit lighter here. These are singles, I believe, squat singles at either a 7 or an 8, I forgot. But given that I went really heavy the day before on those deadlifts, I really didn't have a whole bunch of the tank here. So that's the beauty of RPE, that you're able to adjust day to day and you know, make the most of what you have for the given day. Obviously I'm not going to be able to push the same weights, and if I was, I would probably just dig myself into a bigger recovery hole. Just for comparison, the week before I was doing this same workout with 495, and here 455 is feeling a little bit more of a struggle than I would have wanted it to, but still in there, getting the sessions in, and that's one of the process-oriented goals I've set for myself, and that's just to make sure that I complete all my workouts and just continue to build that work capacity, regardless of what the sessions actually look like. Here we've got Paige. This is Hani's girlfriend and a good friend of mine from Southern California who came up looking at some schools and things like that. But she just hit her PR. This would have been her PR single, and she just doubled it under the guidance of Kelsey Cohnreich, who is her coach. So she's a few weeks out from the meet, I believe maybe 1 week out. But yeah, awesome lift there. Finally some pause bench, and that'll catch it up. Some video announcements to make. I kind of want to make them in a separate video. I've got to announce Reed Frisbee, who's an excellent and talented coach, is joining as a bodybuilding coach for TSA, and announcing Eric Bodhorn the same for powerlifting. So look forward to videos on those and continuing to put out some good content for you guys. Thanks very much.